Hello, my name is Dorothy Chia and you're watching my vlog Life of a Piano Teacher, Singapore's first vlog by a piano teacher. And today I'm going to talk about the topic of getting a second-hand piano. One of my students recently was looking for a second-hand piano, and he asked me to give him some advice. So I thought that the sharings that I did with him would also be useful for some of the my audience here that also would want to find out more about getting a second-hand piano. So why get a second-hand piano? Well, some parents, when the child is first starting out on piano, they do not want to invest too heavily just in case the child loses interest. And yet at the same time, having piano lessons but with no piano in the home makes it very difficult for the child to progress. Okay? Some parents have asked me, is it possible to first get a digital piano? Well, let me explain what's the difference between learning on a digital piano versus an acoustic piano. Well, the most obvious thing is the touch. An acoustic piano, the action is live. That means when you hit the key, there's a hammer inside the piano that will strike a string. And the intensity that you depress the key will then affect the intensity of the sound coming out of the piano. On a digital piano, it is not like that. So basically, as long as the keys are depressed, the sound would be electronically produced. So yes, in terms of touch, in terms of developing technique, I think it plays a crucial role that right at the beginning you use an acoustic piano. Okay? So, why get a second-hand piano? For the student that asked me for advice, his main concern was budget. Alright, as he was still a student, he was limited in the budget that he had to buy a new piano. So, if you look at the market, if you want to get a decent brand new piano, you need to put aside at least $2,000–3,000 for an entry-level piano. And a good piano, you need maybe an investment of $5,000–6,000. So it's quite a big amount, and I do understand. But let's not forget that making an investment in getting a piano is a long-term investment. So you're thinking of this instrument sitting in your house for the next 20 over years. Okay, so bear that in mind. Alright, so what to look out for when you are looking at a second-hand piano? I would say look into the strings. Open up the lid. So if an upright is an upright piano, look down into the strings. Look at the condition of the strings. Are they rusty? Okay, or are some of the strings changed? So how would you know the string has been changed? When all are brown in color and you have one that is a bit silvery color. So then you will know that is a new string that has been put in. Okay, look at the hammer heads. So when you strike, when you depress a key, the hammer is striking the string. So with repeated wear and tear, the hammer heads gets worn down. So it's a good indication of the usage that this piano goes through. Is the piano heavy usage, or although the piano is 20 years old, it might be having an owner that uses it sparingly. So it tells you the intensity that this piano has gone through, the number of users. Alright, I would also check at the action. Okay, meaning when I strike a key, I'm going to see the response. Alright, I'm going to play something very simple and listen to the tone color, and it's a very personal taste. So whether you like the sound that you're listening, play it. Okay, play different second-hand piano models and see if you accept this kind of tone in your house. Another way you can check is that some second-hand dealers or owners might lie to you about the age, the real age of the used piano. So one way to check is that every piano has a serial number inside, written somewhere. So usually it's carved into the metal plate inside the piano. So you can go online and it's quite readily accessible to check when is the date of manufacture for that particular model or that particular piano. So every batch has a batch code, and every piano has like a serial number. So that should give you a good idea. Now, where to get second-hand pianos? You can get them two ways, either from second-hand dealers or direct from owners that owned that piano. Personally, I prefer to go to owners, so you could check out in Carousel, but whether it's dealers or owners, the best way is still to directly go to the house and or go to the shop and check out the piano on location, on site. You cannot really look at a picture and assess a piano just looking at pictures. Yeah. What to ask? You might inquire, does the purchase come with transport? Who's going to pay for transportation? Is it half-half? Do the shop pay for the transportation, or are you expected to look for ways and means to transport the instrument to your home? Some people will hire a technician to assess the quality of the piano before making your purchase, so you could do that too. Alright, so how to go about? I would say start with a budget in mind. Have a rough idea what is the price that you can afford. Yesterday my student had a very low budget, 1,500. So with that kind of budget, you either get a very low piano, a very old piano, or you get a piano that highly likely is made in China. Alright, so there are some brands that would be cheaper. So start with a budget and then find the piano that fits your budget. So another way you can go about is decide on what kind of piano you like. Do you want Japanese made ones like Kawai or Yamaha's, or do you prefer China brand like Pearl River or Hailun? Okay, or do you prefer European brands like Seiler or Steinway's? All right. One thing to watch out for is that when you're transporting the instrument into your home, always check that the piano is termite free. If not, then in purchasing that piano and putting it in your home, you might end up transporting the termites into your house as well. So these are the pointers that I would advise for people who are looking for a second-hand piano to purchase. Thank you for watching my vlog. If you have comments, if you would like me to touch on topics that's of interest to you, do leave me your thoughts in the comment box below. Feel free to like, share and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.